And welcome to Veterans Memorial Park in Plover. It's Game 2 of our American Legion Regional Tournament, getting ready for DC Everest against Wausau. Hi, everybody. I'm Chris Conley. Glad to be with you on what's been a pleasant afternoon. We do have some rain expected for tonight, so no promises made for the later games. If you were with us earlier on Zaleski Sports, Wisconsin Rapids was a 1-0 winner over Stevens Point. The one run in that game, bottom of the 5th inning, on a bases-loaded walk. Let's beat the starting lineups for these teams who split their 2 regular season meetings. Wausau was a 2-0 winner at Athletic Park. The Evergreens won at their home field 10-5. The Wausau defense was not so good. Everest will play as the visiting team today. Here's their batting order and starting lineup. Leading off is catcher Andrew Cotter for the Evergreens. Kyler Soppe moves up a spot in the batting order. He'll play shortstop and bat second. Nate Langman moves up to the number 3 spot at first base. Preston Miller in center field will bat 4th. Jake Versamak is the right fielder 5th. Colin Ebersold starts in left field 6th. Logan George is the second baseman 7th. Oscar Latondras will be the designated hitter, hitting for pitcher Noah Shimoleski. And Cole O'Brien, third baseman, will bat 9th. Again for the visiting Evergreens, Cotter, Soppe, Langman, Miller, Versamak, Ebersold, George, Latondras, and O'Brien. The homestanding Wausau Bulldogs will start Ethan Graham at catcher. He'll lead off. So catchers lead off for both teams. Landon Parleer's in right field. He'll bat second. Bryce Heil is the designated hitter. He'll hit for pitcher Lucas Hager, who again shut out these Evergreens earlier in the year. Heil, the DH, bats third. Caden Worth is in center field. He'll bat 4th. Batting 5th in left field, Dylan Dobratz. Noah Spalding's the first baseman. He'll hit 6th. Batting 7th is the second baseman, Tony Ifendano. The shortstop, Jesse Osnes, will hit 8th, and Jackson Albee, the third baseman, hits 9th. For Wausau, playing as the home team, Graham, Parleer, Heil, Worth, Dobrat, Spalding, Ifendano, Osnes, and Albee. Our pitching matchup, Hager against Shimoleski. Should be a good one. The loser will play at 4 o'clock tomorrow. It's a double elimination tournament. The winner stays in the winner's bracket and will play at 7 o'clock tomorrow. We'll be back with the first pitch as we'll get baseball underway when we come back after this break on Zaleski Sports.
Welding is about strength. The strength of structures and components, fabrications used to support industries and communities everywhere. The creation of something greater than its separate parts. Welders are creative. Their skills set them apart from the crowd. Start with a problem, feel the heat. Make the sparks. Become the solution. Manufacturing moves the Midwest and the world. Study welding at North Central Technical College.
You know better when you see it.
All right, 1, 2, 3.
But sometimes it's a little harder to tell what better looks like, and you could use a little help.
Thanks, Mom.
Security Health Plan. Everything you need in a health plan. Everything you'd expect from a good neighbor.
We thank all of our friends at Plover for being great hosts today. Had to put up all the netting because everyone's got to pay admission, got to pay your $7. Still, we have some people who are setting up their lawn chairs across the street. That's bad form, guys. Someone should come over there with the big kettle and collect before the night's done. Lucas Hager is taking his warm-up pitches. Here's the defense behind him. Dylan Dobratz is the left fielder. Caden Worth is in center. Landon Parleer is in right. The infield, Jackson Albee, the third baseman. Jesse Osnes, the shortstop. Tony Ifendano's at second and Noah Spalding's at first. The battery, Ethan Graham, ready to receive from Lucas Hager. We're ready for baseball. Let's thank our game day sponsors, Era Pancakes, Merrill Iron and Steel, and the Jamie Schley American Family Insurance Agency. Evergreens wear their green with the white pants and yellow numbers. That's the Bad News Bears colors. All that's missing is the Chico bail bonds patch, right? Here's Andrew Cotter to lead us off. Cotter's first ball swinging and fouls it off. Cotter has had a good American Legion season at the plate. A lot of line drives coming off his bat. This Everest Legion team has just been inconsistent. They've been up and down. Bouncer to second. Ifandano's got it with a couple of steps to his right, and through the first baseman off the bag, Cotter is safe. That's a throwing error on the second baseman. Looked like a routine play until it wasn't. Here's Kyler Soppe. Riley Pazer is the Evergreens coach. It's his third year. Pazer kind of shuffles his batting order, which is what you got to do in high school. There are so limited at-bats. First ball swinging a fly to center. In a couple of steps, Caton Worth has retired Kyler Soppe. I mean, it's nothing like Major League Baseball where a slump could last you a week. I mean, you could be judging whether someone's hot or cold over a span of 20 at-bats. That could be half a season for at-bats in American Legion. So you got to be willing to move guys up or down. Nate Langbin has moved up in the Everest batting order. Again, Langbin's bat has been more lively towards the end of the season. I mean, he's the best pitcher in central Wisconsin. He has not pitched at all during the Legion year. I'll tell you about that in just a minute. First pitch is inside. Langbin, during the high school varsity season, earned run average was .027. He gave up one earned run in conference play for the entire year. And then Langbin's got a sore shoulder, so he's been shut down for pitching. Talked to his dad, Greg Langbin, who's been coaching his son and other team pitching throughout the year. And he says, you know, we wanted to get an MRI, see if there was any muscle damage there, see if surgery was needed. The answer from the MRI is no, so that's good news. Throw over gets away from the first baseman, but not far enough for the runner to advance. But Nate Langbin's told no pitching until the fall. So he's been DHing and playing first base. And during that time, you know what? All he's got to focus on is his hitting, and his bat's become lively. This is hit off the plate. A lot of spin on this. Third baseman dives, doesn't come up with it, and everybody's safe. Jackson Albee cut that off. It may have been an easier play for the shortstop, Osnes, behind him. Infield hit for Langbin, and the Evergreens, with one out, have runners on first and second. That ball was hit sharper. It's a double play ball. Instead, with one out, first and second for Preston Miller. Preston Miller will be happy to tell you about his touchdown catch in the All-Star football game last weekend. Fouls that off the catcher's mask for strike one. Miller's one of the elite wide receivers for the Everest football team. What? Football practice is kind of close, right? 2 weeks away? Off speed, hit to the third baseman. Going to go over to the bag and get the lead runner there, and that's all. Jackson Albee takes the lead runner off the board. 2 outs now. And this inning will be up to Jake Versamak. When the Evergreens faced Lucas Hager over at Athletic Park, they were shut out 2-0. Their best threat to score was in the first inning. Had a lot of traffic, had a runner thrown out at the plate. And then all zeros beyond that. First pitch to Versamak, inside, ball one. Our Zaleski Sports team is here in force. This is a 4-camera production, giving you a great view of today's game. We'll have every pitch, every out, every run of the regional tournament. Doing 4 games today. Hoping the thunderstorms stay away. It's 2 balls and no strikes to Versamak. Versamak is a more dangerous bat than Colin Ebersold, who awaits on deck if the inning continues. Hit off the plate to third. Albee has it go off his glove. It's loose in the infield. It's a 2-error inning for the Wausau defense. And the bases are loaded. And Colin Ebersold will get a turn.
Left fielder, number 2, Colin Ebersold.
Now, of course, it could not be earlier in this afternoon's game. But this is Wausau's best pitcher, and you get the feeling the Evergreens need to get something out of this. First pitch to Ebersold, up high, ball one. At this level of baseball, when the bases are full, I love taking the first pitch. See if the pitcher digs himself a little bit of a hole. Coming home, that's up high too. 2 balls and no strikes. Ebersol looked down at third base. I think he's been told to take another. I think he may be taking till Lucas Hager throws him a strike. Aimed that one and got the inside corner, 2-1. Lucas needed that pitch and he got it. I think Colin is green lighted to swing away here. Base is full of evergreens. Off the plate, foul up the third base side. Pitcher battles back to 2 balls and 2 strikes. Nate Langbin's at third, Preston Miller is at second, and Jake Versamak is at first. Two-two pitch. A lot of English to the third baseman, going to have to hurry across the diamond, got him. It's a 2-error inning, but the Evergreens do not score. Wausau is coming up to bat in the bottom of the first when we come back on Zaleski Sports.
I'm Jamie Schley. As your American Family Insurance agent, I'm looking out for what matters to you, even when nothing is wrong. Give me a call or stop by our new office location and let's talk about your insurance needs today.
Culligan Water delivers. From your first call, to your first sip, to your first soak. Culligan, give us a tap. The only water that comes with a van.
We said we're growing, and we are. Come join the Crystal Finishing family. We're looking for experienced industrial maintenance mechanics, CNC fabricators, all driver positions for our freight team, as well as skilled and general production. We know the importance of a work and life balance. Our shift options and flexible schedules set us apart. Our pay ranges from $17 to $43 per hour depending on your skill level. We're proud to be a family-owned company that is committed to our community, team members, and the growth of our business. Call or jump on our website to learn more.
American Legion baseball coverage is brought to you by Nicolet Bank, offering personal banking at its best. Locations in Wausau, Stevens Point, Colby, Medford, Edgar, and Merrill. Learn more online at nicoletbank.com. Noah Chmielewski, the Everest pitcher, is taking his warm-up tosses. Here's the defense behind him. Colin Ebersol, who made the final out in the visitors' first inning, is in left field. Preston Miller in center, and Jake Versamak is in right. On sharply hit balls to right field, Versamak fancies himself as an infielder. He's thrown 3 people out at first base. One of them was a game-ending out in the 7th inning. Everest infield is Cole O'Brien at third, Kyler Soppy's the shortstop. Logan George plays second, and Nate Langbin's the first baseman. Everest battery, Andrew Cotter receiving behind the plate against Noah Chmielewski. Over the years, I've not done a lot of games here at Veterans Memorial Park, but it's a nice venue. Everybody's up nice and close. Field is in tremendous condition. The composition of the infield's a little bit different than what you might say. This probably looks like it has more sand around home plate and on the base paths. Had to water it down. Big Sandy. Ethan Graham to lead off for the Bulldogs. Noah Chmielewski, right-hander, comes set. Sidearm delivery, little high. Nope, late call, strike one. Chmielewski's velocity, below average. Able to spot his pitches, 5 stars. And Chmielewski tries to keep the batters guessing. He will vary his release point, sometimes sidearm, sometimes behind the shoulder. Sidearm that, curve is just off the plate, 1-1. Whitetail Properties brings you our baseball this afternoon. For the best in recreational or hunting properties in Wisconsin, call Brian Roush with Whitetail Properties. Share your goals, and Brian can tell you how to make them a reality. Call 715-213-4468. 715-213-4468. Out of the reach of second baseman Logan George, Ethan Graham starts Wausau off with a hit to right. Here's Landon Parlier.
Right fielder, number 17, Landon Parlier.
One of the things that will determine Everest pitcher Noah Shimoleski's success is the outside corner, or outside black. A little bit off the plate, is that going to be a strike? To be at his best, Noah needs a generous outside corner. Like that is off the outside corner by a little bit. Close, but ball one. By the time Plover plays tonight, if the weather holds off, we're going to have big crowds here. Come early for the best parking. Fouled back to the screen, 1-1. Very little room between home plate and the screen here. Unlike Wausau's Simon Field, where the outfield is spacious. A ball and a strike. Runner at first, nobody out. Breaking ball is in for strike two, 1-2. Noah seems like so far, and again, it's only his second batter, so maybe it's too early to judge a trend, but Noah seems like he's able to spot his off-speed stuff. It's one of the boxes that he'll need to check this afternoon. He's ahead of ball and 2 strikes, coming home. Laid off, and that's up high. 2-2 now. So glad that we can bring you all these games on Zaleski Sports. I know there are some moms and dads, family members who may have to be at work for these afternoon games. So raise your hand if you're on your at-work computer, but you've got a tab open for Zaleski Sports Video. Yeah, I know. We won't tell the boss. Outside, runners go and throw down to second. Safe. So Ethan Graham has put himself into scoring position. And back at home plate, the count has gone full to Landon Parlier. Evergreens loaded up the bases and were turned away. Runner in scoring position now. 3-2 pitch. Got him. Swing and a miss. Pitch may have been high, may have also been too close to take. DH Bryce Heil will hit now. Heil, one of the batting stars for Wausau West. Not far from your friendly announcer's home where they're putting in the field turf. It's going to be a turf infield next year at Wausau West and over at Wausau East too. Outside, ball one to Heil. It is interesting. That'll be a big upgrade for the Wausau West field. The Wausau East field simply has drainage problems. It's built below the parking lot at the new high school. Just a poor concept for where to put the baseball field, so it doesn't drain properly. Line drive, probably going to get a run in. Big turn at third, and Wausau will play from in front, 1-0. RBI single for Bryce Heil. Heil brings home Ethan Graham. Caden Worth hits now with 1 out and a man on first.
Center fielder number 6, Caden Worth.
Noah, after giving up the RBI single, takes a moment. Now he's ready to work. First ball swinging foul down the first base side. Tom Magnuson, coaching at third base at 65, moved out of the way with no problem at all. It is Mag's 41st year coaching Wausau American Legion. Tom semi-retired from his radio broadcasting career, but you know what? He'll be on the mic for some of our Zaleski Sports football coverage this fall. Couldn't quite hang him up all together, could he, Tom? Down low, it's a ball and a strike. Long set for Noah Shimoleski. Everest pitcher's coming home. Smacked foul again down the third base side. 1-2. For those who are not familiar with our Zaleski sports schedule, our broadcast team will be over in Marinette for state coverage of American Legion baseball. I think we're out of here on Sunday, and we're over there on Monday. Balk called. Runner moves over to second. Noah, I think, broke coming set and was on the rubber. Moves Bryce Heil from first to second. Still at a ball and 2 strikes. Coming home, that's foul 2. Closer to fair, a little closer to the base at third. Caden Worth, the batter, had to duck out of the way as catcher Andrew Cotter put the ball back to pitcher Noah Shimoleski. Now we've got 2 balls on the field. That foul ball going to go back into the umpire's ball bag. All right, pitcher's got the one and only ball on the field right now, and it's a ball and 2 strikes. Caden Worth waits at the plate. Outside, 2-2. Yeah, Noah's just trying to bend that ball over the outside corner. The one out in the inning is via strikeout. Noah Shimoleski would love a second here. Hit to the outfield brings in another run. 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Got him. The many speeds of Noah Shimoleski took a little bit off there and got Caden Worth out in front. Dylan Dobratz to hit now with 2 outs. Bryce Heil's the runner at second, trying to make himself as much of a distraction as he can. Takes a big secondary lead. First pitch to Dobratz. Inside, ball 1. The weather is not a factor with 76 degrees at first pitch. More clouds than sunshine. Little bit of a wind blowing to left, but again, not enough to help even the strongest of batters. Fouled off. Wow, double bingo. Hit the catcher and our home plate umpire. Everybody's all right? Yes, sir. A lot of times when everyone gets hit, our home plate umpire will dust off the plate. Doesn't need it, and everybody's ready to go. Stays up high, 2 balls and a strike. Two outs here, and Noah Shimoleski's trying to hold Wausau to just 1 run in the first inning. He's behind in the count 2-1, ready to come home here. Inside out swing, shortstop's got it. Kyler Soppe has retired Dylan Dobratz, and the inning comes to an end. Wausau gets a leadoff hit and an RBI line drive from Bryce Heil. They lead DC Everest 1-0. The second is coming up next on Zaleski Sports.
Thank you for helping Abbey Bank become the most highly recommended community bank.
Thank you to all of our customers for helping us be successful.
Thank you for putting your trust in us.
Thank you for your loyalty.
Thank you for helping us support our communities.
We are grateful for customers like you.
Thank you to all of our customers. We hope to see you soon.
Save during the summer tire event at Sherrill Tire and Service Centers. Up to $150 back on a select set of 4 Goodyear tires. Buy online or mail-in rebate when you use the Goodyear credit card through June 30th at Sherrill Tire and Service Centers. Find your location at SherrillTire.com.
Grassland Dairy Products is your match for an exciting new career today. Go to Grassland.com to see the opportunities waiting for you. Browse through careers like CDL truck driver, shipping and receiving, line tech, quality assurance, forklift, maintenance tech, inventory associates, and more. Great compensation, weekly pay, and 0 premium company-paid health, dental, and life. Apply now at Grassland.com or in person at Grassland Dairy Products, Fairground Avenue, just south of Greenwood.
We're back. You're watching American Legion Regional Baseball Tournament coverage on Zaleski Sports. I'm Chris Conley. Opening day at Veterans Memorial Park. We'll play again tomorrow, Saturday, Sunday if we need it. Logan George leads off and swings and misses over the top of the Lucas Hager cutter. I think in this tournament, both of these teams are going to face the same problem. Not enough pitching to go deep in a double elimination tournament. Inside, a ball and a strike. I mean, first day, you got to throw your best pitcher. Down low, 2 balls, 1 strike now to Logan George. But both of these teams, the pitching gets thin once you get to your number 2 pitcher and beyond. And in a double elimination tournament, popped up on the infield, third baseman is in. Jackson Albee has retired Logan George, beg your pardon. 1 out. Here's Oscar Latondras. Be a sophomore next year. Oscar's getting ready for football practice. Look at him. A lineman? Tell me that Oscar can't move an opponent back a yard or 2 or open up a hole. Yeah, he can. Inside, ball 1. The times that we've seen Oscar, he's a free swinger, gets his money's worth up there. He's going to connect with one that's going to go a country mile. Checked his swing there, 1 ball and 1 strike. Yeah, I mean, think of how much pitching or how deep a pitching staff you need to get through a double elimination tournament like this. Got to play 4 games, maybe longer. Sharply hit to second. Ifendano's got it, throws him out. 2 up, 2 down. And obviously the team that is the Legion regular season champion, Plover, they've got the deepest pitching staff. So you kind of pencil them in as big favorites in this tournament. That you can go 2 and 3 pitchers deep and the Black Sox still have someone good to throw at you. Cole O'Brien hits with 2 outs and nobody on. Strike 1. Lucas Hager's pounding the strike zone right now. Hager's got good velocity. Checked his swing. No, he didn't. Went around. No balls, 2 strikes. Baseball is brought to you by Ag Country Farm Credit Services, a farmer-owned cooperative offering a wide array of custom financing and financial services. Loans and leases, crop insurance, tax records. Checked his swing. That's fouled off. Contact Ag Country, Wausau, Stevens Point, Marshfield, and Medford. Hager's still ahead 0-2. Coming home, foul back over our press box. We're just a little bit up the first base side, just off home plate. We've got a great view here for our Zaleski Sports coverage. 0-2 pitch, took something off, swing and a miss. Cole O'Brien is the first strikeout victim for Lucas Hager. The Evergreens go 3 up, 3 down in the second. Bottom of the second next, Wausau 1, DC Everest 0 on Zaleski Sports.
At Express Employment Professionals, we place people from all walks of life in all kinds of jobs.
Hi, welcome to Express. Please sign in and have a seat.
Great, thanks. Great, thanks. Great, thanks. Great, thanks.
No interest in water sports? Biking not really your thing? Want to add some excitement to your camping trip? Need more fun in your life? Hit the trails with an ATV or side-by-side from Bill's Service Center. At Bill's, your passion is our passion, and you'll find your fun with the latest from Can-Am or Polaris off-road products. When you need more fun, you need Bill's.
Bill's Service Center, where the adventure begins.
Back at Veterans Memorial Park in Plover. American Legion regional tournaments on. Wausau coming up to bat with a 1-0 lead, bottom of the second. They'll send 6, 7, and 8 in their order. Noah Spaulding, Tony Ifendano, and Jesse Osnes to hit. Two more games to follow tonight. You pay $7 at the gate and you get to see a lot of baseball. Why aren't you here? I know, some of us have to work. Baseball is brought to you by Great Lakes Cheese. Yes, they're hiring. Join the team at Great Lakes Cheese in Wausau. You'll work at a brand new state-of-the-art facility, excellent benefits, pay, culture, and much more. Join a growing company and get your career on the right path at Great Lakes Cheese. You can apply online at greatlakescheese.com. Noah Spalding to lead the Bulldogs off. Inside, ball one. When I arrived here, the early game was 0-0. Got here in the fourth inning between Rapids and Stevens Point. Outside corner strike, 1-1. Lots of parking here right across the street. Next time I'm writing down the license plates of those who think it's cool to take up 2 spaces. I get it if it's a Jaguar or a Porsche. Nothing like that. Fouled off. A ball and 2 strikes. Had a friend in high school. His family owned 2 Porsches. Dad drove one to work every day and the other stayed at home with Mom. Groceries and errands. And sometimes be driven to school. To third base, Cole O'Brien across the diamond, got him by a step. Give Spalding credit, was busting it up the line. Tony Ifendano to hit. Has an error on the defensive ledger, an error that did not hurt. In the first inning, the Evergreens were given 5 outs. 2 errors committed, both in the infield. The Evergreens loaded the bases but could not score. Trail 1-0. Ifendano's first ball hitting to Soppy at short. Double clutches, got him. Tyler Soppy's been solid defensively. Member of the DC Everest Alumni Club after the June graduation ceremonies. 2 up and 2 down for Jesse Osnes. Now, Osnes was playing at the varsity level in his sophomore year for Wausau West, so we've seen him a lot over the years. Osnes is a solid defensive shortstop. In fact, it's funny, the errors that I've seen him commit have been more on routine plays. Then he'll go 2 steps deep in the hole and do something brilliant. Strong arm for a shortstop, too. Took strike 1. It's down low, a ball and a strike. One pitch, bends him back, 2 balls and 1 strike. I think we are eating the radar gun expense downstairs with the tab that we're running at the concession stand. One of our production staff says, when will we have a Zaleski Sports radar gun? Well, I'll tell you what, in the world of broadcasting, all ideas are possible once they have a sponsor. We're thinking about you, Dick's Sporting Goods, Camping World maybe. Sponsor the radar gun and it will magically appear. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Out in front, swing and a miss. So both pitchers have 3 up, 3 down, second innings. That's Noah Chmielewski's 3rd strikeout. 2 complete. It's Wausau 1, DC Everest 0 on Zaleski Sports.
Elite Auto Care is a family-owned business providing top-notch car care to the Schofield, Weston, and Wasa area. They deliver honest and professional automotive repair and maintenance services with quality ASE certified technicians that you can trust. Elite Auto Care offers the latest technology and is equipped to handle all major and minor repairs on both foreign and domestic vehicles. From general maintenance, air conditioning and brakes to exhaust, axle repair, tires, or just a simple oil change. Turn to Elite Auto Care, your local family-owned auto business on Schofield Avenue in Schofield.
Are you in the market for a new vehicle? Do you work in the medical field? We at Wheelers want to thank you by offering the supplier pricing for everyone. If you are a firefighter, EMT, police officer, nurse, if you're in the medical field, stop on down and talk to one of our sales consultants and see how you can take advantage of the great rebates on supplier pricing at Wheeler Chevrolet.
We're back at Veterans Memorial Park. Evergreen send the top of their order, 1, 2, and 3 to hit in the top of the third with a run to find. Andrew Cotter looked like he had bounced out to second base, wound up reaching on a throwing error. Hager starts him off with the hard, fast one, strike one. I kind of wonder, is buying a radar gun still a thing? In this day and age, there's got to be an app for that, right? You download something on your phone, tell you how fast a pitch is, I would think. 1-1 now to Cotter. On the ground, Osnes backhanded short. This is going to be a tough play. Safe. Looks like a hit to me because that was a tough throw. Osnes had a long throw across the diamond from the backhand side. And the press box judge and jury agrees. A hit for Andrew Cotter. Kyler Soppe flied out to shallow center, first time up. Soppe has led the Everest varsity and the Legion in on-base percentage. Soppe is small in stature, so it's a tight strike zone. And a good eye, too. Leadoff man's aboard. Pitch to Soppe is up high, ball one. So immediately there's a little bit of pressure here on Lucas Hager. Too early and Soppe's too good of a bat. You're not looking to give up an out here by having him sacrifice. You want him to hit. High strike, 1-1. Again, that's at the letters or maybe a little above. Turning the lights on here in Plover. Haven't seen a lot of sunshine so far today. 1-1 pitch is low. Soppe moves back ahead in the count, 2-1. Baseball is sponsored by Crystal Finishing Systems, a family-owned business now hiring for their Weston and Mosinee locations. They have openings in manufacturing, fabrication, management, customer service, and more. Join the Crystal Finishing team. Learn more online, crystalfinishing.com. Fouled off, 2-2. Hager needs this out. After giving the leadoff single, it's up high. Count fills up. Cotter runs well for a catcher. He's at first base, but has stayed pretty close to the bag. Throw over to first, back safely. Hager on the mound today for Wausau in the opening game of the tournament. He's Wausau's best pitcher. Fouled off. Pitched 7 innings of shutout ball against Wausau earlier this year. Not scored on in the first or second of this game. Playing the top of the third. Coach Riley Pazer, I think, is putting the hit and run on. Nope, wrong about that. Called strike 3. Soppe knew it, kind of rolled his head back like that got the inside corner. Indeed it did. Soppe fails to move the runner over, and there's one out. Langman got himself an infield single his first time up. Again, because the Evergreens don't hit all that much, Evergreens have just had some games where the bats have been quiet. When you have men aboard, you need productive at-bats that move guys up a base. Didn't happen in that Soppe at-bat. Start Langman off with a pitch inside, ball one. Hager's got a lot of velocity for a kid who's not all that big on the mound. Just eyeing him up. Hager's below 6 feet. Line drive down the right field line. Fair ball. It's in the corner. Lead runner moves over to third base. So Langdon is 2 for 2. First and third for the Evergreens with one out. Here's Preston Miller. Always happy when I see Nate Langdon hit. Because, Langdon's game is his pitching. Already going to Wichita State after he graduates, not this summer, but next summer. At the higher levels of baseball, he's not going to get a chance to hit. Preston Miller reached on a fielder's choice, bounced to third his first time up. That's outside, ball one. So Wausau's one-run lead looks a little dicey right now. Coming home, foul back. Ball and a strike. And the Evergreens have had trouble breaking through against Lucas Hager, so getting a run on the board here kind of feels like you've gotten the monkey off your back, right? Right. Aimed that one outside. 2-1. Yeah, so far, the outside corner in this game has been called true. It's been a good strike zone so far. Since both teams are throwing their number ones, you give too much of an advantage to the pitcher. If a little off the plate is a strike. Inside out swing, a fly to center. This is going to be deep enough, I think, to get the run in. Caught by Worth. Runner is tagging. Safe. Tied 1-1. Throw is up the line regardless. Miller gets a sacrifice fly and an RBI. Caden Worth, showing off his arm, made that closer than it might otherwise have been. 2 outs in the inning. Trail runner stayed at first base for Jake Versamak.
Right fielder, number 3, Jake Versamak.
Versamak bounced to third on a play that should have ended the inning. Instead, it was an error. Token throw over to first. Runners back easily. Camping World of Rothschild is just off I-39 with a huge inventory of new and used RVs, travel trailers, fifth wheels, and campers, plus service, repairs, and maintenance to keep your vacation getaway running smoothly. Treat yourself to memories that'll last a lifetime. Visit Camping World in Rothschild. Hit on the ground to short. Osnes flips to second, and it brings the inning to an end. The Evergreens get 2 hits and get a run to tie the game. We'll go to the bottom of the third, 1-1 on Zaleski Sports.
In the inning, 1 run, 2 hits. No. Wausau Bears, 1 run, left on. After 2.
At Nicolay Bank, we believe that our hometown communities are the backbone of what makes Wisconsin special. From Crivets to Manitowoc and Algoma to Grand Chute, you see a thriving community with Nicolay Bank working as a partner, acting not as a corporation, but a community. When we serve together with local entrepreneurs and leaders, great things happen. That is our guiding principle. A strong and successful hometown means a strong and successful Wisconsin. We are proud to be a part of that. Nicolay Bank. Real people, real conversations.
When buying or selling land, the biggest decision you make is choosing your representation. Whitetail Properties is the top real estate company for selling hunting land, recreational properties, and farms. Our nationwide network of sportsmen, farmers, and investors offers a great opportunity for you to capitalize on the true market value of your property. In central Wisconsin, Brian Roosh is your local land specialist and is ready to help you get started on all of your property needs.
Bottom of the third is on. 9-1-2 in the Wausau batting order to hit against Noah Shimoleski. Noah's retired the last 5 that he's faced after giving up the RBI single to Bryce Heil.
Wasa, the third baseman, number 13.
Here's Jackson Albee to lead off. We're brought to you by Fleet Farm. Find deals on everything for your four-legged friends at Fleet Farm. Check out the huge selection of treats, toys, and food for your dog or cat. Shop and save on the top brands, Purina, Science Diet, Tidy Cat, and more. Get everything you need in one stop. Get it all at Fleet Farm. Argos, my Great Dane, loves when we come home with a bag of chow from Fleet Farm. Ball one to Jackson Albee. Of course, Argos has been known to dive into the cat's bowl, too. It's a Great Dane. He asserts himself at the dish. On the outside corner, 1-1. That's Noah Shimoleski's spot. Make a living if he can punch it right there. On the outside corner again. 2 pitches in the same spot. Pitchers ahead, 1-2. Again, you would think on the bench that somebody is reminding both of these pitchers where they are in the order. This is the number 9 man. So you want to be aggressive here. Certainly no free pass. Too far outside, 2-2. Neither pitcher is allowed a walk so far. Noah Shimoleski set. Coming home to Jackson Albee at 2-2. Just inside. Close. Full count. Ground ball to third. Cole O'Brien going to have to throw across the diamond. Double clutched and got him by a step. And Albee hustling down the line made that a closer play than it might otherwise be. I believe you will see for yourself on our Zaleski Sports replay. To the top of the order, Ethan Graham singled his first time up. Starts off Graham with a strike. Broke in from the letters down. So that's a nice pitch for Noah Shimoleski. Again, velocity is not Noah's game. Changing the release point and hitting the spot is. Outside, 1-1. Outside, 2 balls and 1 strike. That single to start off the game was a line drive off Ethan's bat. And here's another line drive. Center fielder's coming in, and there's room for center fielder Preston Miller. And Miller plays a good rangy center field. Saw right away that he had to come in on that as it was sinking in front of him. Got there in time. So Ethan Graham hits 2 on the button. 1's a hit and 1's an out. Baseball's like this. Here's the litigator, Landon Parlier. His dad's the county attorney for Marathon County. First ball swing, and it's popped up. Left fielder Colin Ebersol, lots of time to camp out under this and makes the catch. Noah Shimoleski has a 3-up, 3-down inning. He's retired 8 in a row. 3 complete, tied 1-1 between DC Everest and Wausau on Zaleski Sports.
When your son or daughter is on a sports team, then you know fundraising can be a pain. Fundraise Local is your solution. It's a business right here in central Wisconsin that can help your school, club, or city organization raise money for your programs using our local businesses. Fundraise Local is simple, fun, and great for our community with no door-to-door selling or piles of products sitting around your house. If you have an organization that needs a fresh, new way to fundraise, or if you're a business who would be willing to help your local sports team, learn more at fundraiselocal.com. Shop local, fundraise local, be local.
Top of the fourth is on. The Evergreens send 6, 7, and 8. Colin Ebersold, Logan George, and Oscar Latondras ready to hit against Lucas Hager. My name's Chris Conley. Glad to be with you for Wednesday afternoon baseball. I'll be back on the mic wherever the Evergreens fall. If they stay in the winner's bracket, they'll play at 7 o'clock tomorrow. Should they lose today, they'll be back in action at 4 o'clock. All the games for the entire American Legion Regional Tournament are right here on Zaleski Sports, and then we move on to state. The winner of this tournament will be playing in Marinette next week. Down low to Colin Ebersold, ball one. Ebersold had the final out of the Wausau third inning on a pop out to left. Grounded out to short his first time up. Takes a strike there, 1-1. Ebersold was at bat with the bases loaded. Tapped out to short in the first inning. So that was an opportunity that went by the wayside. Swinging at a bad pitch there and fouled it off. Needed the sand wedge to hit that one. Lucas Hager, who doesn't need a lot of help, is ahead now, 1 ball and 2 strikes in the count. Soft to shallow center, hung up just enough for Caden Worth to come in and make the play. Thought that was going to dunk in front of him off the bat. Logan George popped out in the infield his first time up. First ball swing, I think that hit him in the box. They're calling this a fair ball and threw him out at first. I'm not sure that was right. I think that came up and hit Logan George in the batter's box. You know what? Our home plate umpire is a lot closer than we are. Home plate umpire said ball's in play, and Logan George sees one pitch, and he's the second out of the inning. Big Oscar Latondras is up to take his turn. Every team needs to fundraise. Keep it local with Fundraise Local. Learn all about how your organization can raise money while keeping that money here in the community. Visit fundraiselocal.com. Strike at the knees to Big Oscar. Shop local, fundraise local, be local. Outside corner, and just like that, Oscar's down in the count. No balls, 2 strikes. Grounded out to second his first time up. Oscar's 0 for 1. Hit on the ground. Beyond the second baseman. Oscar's got himself a 2-out hit.
Third baseman, number 16.
Cole O'Brien will bat. So the Evergreens are going to clear the number 9 batter regardless of what happens here in the top of the fourth. Cole O'Brien struck out his first time, 1 of 2 strikeouts for Lucas Hager so far. Inside, ball 1. Throw over to first. Oscar Latendresse is back. That was kind of close over at first base. It's been cloudy throughout, but it's been a comfortable day. Don't want to be in the 90s on a day like this, do you? Overall, kind of a hot summer. Last week, I was scheduled to do a Everest Merchants game. It was my first rainout, a game that I was scheduled to broadcast. That didn't happen. A few games that were postponed because of bad weather during the high school season. Comes back in with a strike, 1-1. Pitch fouled away. 1-2. Andrew Cotter, the Everest catcher, is in the on-deck circle, keeping the shin guards on. That doesn't show a lot of confidence in Cole O'Brien, does it? Checked his swing. Did he hold up? Nope, went too far. Cole O'Brien has struck out. And Andrew Cotter will go back into the field. He'll have to bat in the fifth. Visitors half of the fourth. The Evergreens get a 2-out hit but do not score. Still tied 1-1 on Zaleski Sports.
Welding is about strength. The strength of structures and components, fabrications used to support industries and communities everywhere. The creation of something greater than its separate parts. Welders are creative. Their skills set them apart from the crowd. Start with a problem, feel the heat, make the sparks, become the solution. Manufacturing moves the Midwest and the world. Study welding at North Central Technical College.
You know better when you see it.
All right, 1, 2, 3.
But sometimes it's a little harder to tell what better looks like, and you could use a little help.
Thanks, Mom.
Security Health Plan. Everything you need in a health plan. Everything you'd expect from a good neighbor.
Bottom of the fourth is on. Bryce Heil will lead off for the Bulldogs. He's the last Wausau batter to reach safely. Had an RBI single back in the fourth. Everest pitcher Noah Chmielewski has retired 8 in a row since then. These first-round games sometimes are low-scoring. Everyone's got to use their best pitching. I think he's got a little freewheeling in round 2. Wausau's got 2 errors in the game, but they have not figured in the scoring. So it is 3, 4, and 5, and sometimes when it's a pitcher who uses a lot of deception like Noah does, the second and third time through the batting order bear watching. So here's the number 3 hitter, second time round. Outside, ball 1. Now, of course, if you're a super sophisticated pitcher, you remember what you showed and what you didn't show to these batters the first time round. Give them some different looks. Noah will be an even more effective pitcher if he has that kind of memory bank. Outside corner, 1-1 to Heil. Wausau's got 2 hits, 2 strikeouts. Noah hasn't walked anyone. Fly ball, center field. Moving over a little bit is Preston Miller. He's got it. There's the first out. Third inning in a row that Noah Chmielewski has retired the leadoff batter. Boy, there's one of the keys to pitching success. I mean, pitching at every level of baseball, so much about the fundamentals. First pitch, strike 1. Pitcher can stay ahead in the count, huge advantage. Keep the leadoff runner off base, huge advantage. Caden Worth struck out his first time. He's 0 for 1. First ball hitting right at the third baseman. It's off the glove of Cole O'Brien. Hard hit, but it's off his glove. I think that's an error. Looking around here at the scorer's table jury, and a verdict will be issued shortly. And indeed, the announcer who calls it first is highly influential. It's an error, runners at first base. First ball swinging and a line drive, sinking to left field, that's down. Back-to-back base runners. Dylan Dobrat singles with one out. First and second for the Bulldogs, looking to break this 1-1 tie.
First baseman number 24, Noah Stroming.
Noah Stroming to hit here. And we'll get a visit to the mound. As just like that. And baseball it's funny that way, isn't it? Pitcher's just cruising along, retires 8 in a row. Back-to-back hard hit balls. One's a line drive error, and one's a line drive to left. This will be a quick visit to the mound. Home plate umpires ready to break this up. Sutton Transport in Weston is your local family-owned trucking company specializing in next-day LTL delivery and national volume LTL services. Rest assured that getting your freight to its destination safely and timely, Sutton Transport in Weston, fueled by 40 years of great service with a personal touch. Sutton Transport's been a sponsor all year, and I'm glad I didn't have to ask someone what LTL is. Your friendly announcer believes less than truckload. Yes, just got a big thumbs up. Thank you, sir. First pitch to Noah Stroming is down low. That's a good stop from Andrew Cotter, the catcher. Stroming grounded out to third his first time up. I know Stroming's played some basketball over at Wausau East. Football player, too. I mean, it's been so weird with the football program at East not having enough kids, playing 8-man for a year. Jammed him, and it's fouled off down the first base side, in on the hands. 1-1. With runners at first and second, there's a force out at any base. Stroming's trying to break a 1-1 tie. He could do it with a hit to the outfield. Fouled off. Noah Shimoleski dropped his release point way, way down, almost from the hip there. 1-2. Everest owns the hit column right now, 4-3. It's the first time in the last 3 innings that Wausau has put together something that has the potential to be a rally. 1-2 pitch. Tried for that outside corner and missed it. 2-2. Stroming's up in on the plate here, looking to protect the outside part of the dish. 2-2 pitch. That's outside 2. Got Noah Shimoleski's trying to nibble here. It's Noah to Noah. A walk would load up the bases for Tony Ifendano, who's awaiting on deck. Runners going, and it's hit to short. Soppy got to throw across the diamond with a hit and run on. His only plays at first. Got him, bang, bang play at first base. With the hit and run, both runners move up. If they had the replay, I wonder if Wausau might use their appeal on that play. That was close at first base. Here's a big at-bat in the middle innings for Tony Ifendano. Tied 1-1, there are 2 outs. A hit to the outfield could bring 2 in and reestablish a Wausau lead. They have not trailed so far today. Swing and a miss. Ifandano's out in front of that. He grounded out to short his last time. He's 0 for 1 today. Evergreen's back in the first inning, loaded up the bases with 2 outs, got nothing. Wausau's got 2 in scoring position with 2 down here. Ground ball slow to short. Soppe off balance, got him! Kyler Soppe shows off the defensive skills at short. He gets out number 2 and 3 of the inning, and Wausau is turned away. 4 complete, we're still tied at 1-1 on Zaleski Sports.
I'm Jamie Schley. As your American Family Insurance agent, I'm looking out for what matters to you, even when nothing is wrong. Give me a call or stop by our new office location, and let's talk about your insurance needs today.
Culligan Water delivers. From your first call, to your first sip, to your first soak. Culligan, give us a tap. The only water that comes with a van.
We said we're growing, and we are. Come join the Crystal Finishing family. We're looking for experienced industrial maintenance mechanics, CNC fabricators, all driver positions for our freight team, as well as skilled and general production. We know the importance of a work and life balance. Our shift options and flexible schedules set us apart. Our pay ranges from $17 to $43 per hour depending on your skill level. We're proud to be a family-owned company that is committed to our community, team members, and the growth of our business. Call or jump on our website to learn more.
Here's the final out of the 4th inning, and you see the runner cross in front of the Everest shortstop Kyler Soppe. He knew that his play was to first base. If he threw to third, that runner has to be tagged out because there's no force there. And Soppe made the right choice, got the out. Top of the Everest batting order in a 1-1 game. Here's Andrew Cotter, who's 1 for 2. Fouls that back to the catcher's glove, strike 1. Elite Auto Care is where Schofield, Weston, and Wausau turn for local, family-owned auto service you can trust. Major and minor repairs, foreign and domestic vehicles. Look to Elite Auto Care, Schofield Avenue, Schofield. Swing and a miss. Cotter is behind, no balls, 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. Cotter sees just 3 pitches and is the 4th strikeout victim for Lucas Hager. Here's Kyler Soppe. Showed off the defensive skills. He's 0 for 2 at the plate today. Kyler just seems like he's on base one way or another in every game. Hager kind of fast pitched him and is outside, ball 1. Soppe wasn't really in the batter's box there. Now puts up the right arm and asks for time. Now he's ready to go. And that's up high, 2 balls and no strikes. Neither pitcher has allowed a walk so far in this ballgame. You sure don't want to walk Soppe because he's fast. Could easily steal second, and just like that, he's in scoring position. Now Soppe need to be a little more patient than that. Pops the ball up. Left fielder is over. Dylan Dobratz makes the catch. Quickly, there are 2 outs.
First baseman, 23. Langdon.
Nate Langdon's the only player in today's game who's in the 2-hit club. Infield single and a line drive down the right field side. First ball swinging, and Langdon's in the 3-hit club. Line drive in front of Dobratz, a 2-out base runner. So Nate Langdon's a gamer. Can't pitch, helps the team in other ways. Preston Miller got the 1 Everest run in with a sacrifice fly to center. Scored Andrew Cotter from third base. He'll hit with 2 outs and a man on first here in the top of the 5th. Laid off, ball 1 down low. Get the feeling, boy, the next team to score in this game, tell me that that's not a huge advantage. Speeding through the middle innings, Line drive in the gap to right center, but the right fielder is over. Landon Parlier makes the catch. The inning comes to an end. I thought that looked a little better off the bat than it was. A line drive single from Nate Langman amounts to nothing. We'll go to the bottom of the fifth. We're still tied 1-1 on Zaleski Sports.
One runner left on base. Total pitch count for Wasa, 67.
Thank you for helping Abbey Bank become the most highly recommended community bank.
Thank you to all of our customers for helping us be successful.
Thank you for putting your trust in us.
Thank you for your loyalty.
Thank you for helping us support our communities.
We are grateful for customers like you.
Thank you to all of our customers. We hope to see you soon.
Save during the summer tire event at Sherrill Tire and Service Centers. Up to $150 back on a select set of 4 Goodyear tires. Buy online or mail-in rebate when you use the Goodyear credit card through June 30th at Sherrill Tire and Service Centers. Find your location at SherrillTire.com.
Grassland Dairy Products is your match for an exciting new career today. Go to Grassland.com to see the opportunities waiting for you. Browse through careers like CDL truck driver, shipping and receiving, line tech, quality assurance, forklift, maintenance tech, inventory associates, and more. Great compensation, weekly pay, and zero premium company-paid health, dental, and life. Apply now at Grassland.com or in person at Grassland Dairy Products, Fairground Avenue, just south of Greenwood.
Did you miss the first game here in Plover? We were tied 1-1, so runs have been a premium in this second game. We started at 1 o'clock this afternoon. Stevens Point and Wisconsin Rapids were scoreless to the bottom of the fifth. Rapids got a run in on a bases-loaded walk. It would be the only run of the game. Rapids won the opener 1-0. See it on Zaleski Sports. It's in the archives now. 8-9-1 to face Noah Shimoleski. Here's Jesse Osnes. First ball swinging that smack down the left field line. Could be extra bases. Ebersol is over quickly to cut it off. Stand up, sliding in, double for Osnes. So for the first time all day, the bottom part of the order produces something for Wausau. Here's Jackson Albee. Albee grounded out his first time. I would not be surprised if he's asked to move that runner over to third. Is the sacrifice on here? I think it is. Albee indeed squares to bunt. It's a good one. Only play is going to be to first base. And the throw is almost high and up the line. 1 out, and the runner moves up from second to third on the Albee sacrifice bunt. Boy, the sacrifice bunt is just anything but routine at all levels of baseball. Got it down there with no problem.
Catcher, number 7.
Express Employment has locations in Wausau, Stevens Point, Marshfield. No matter where you are in central Wisconsin, save time and find your next employer. Go online to expresspros.com. expresspros.com. Fly ball to center. This is going to get the run in. Moving in is Preston Miller. Runner tags and holds. Oh my goodness, that's a base running mistake. That ball is plenty deep enough, even though it was hit on a line, to get the runner in. That runner at third base has got to be tagging. Instead was a couple steps off the bag and had to retreat. This should be a 2-1 ball game. Instead, that's the second out. And it's up to Landon Parlier. Oh my. You put the sacrifice bunt down and move that runner over to third, so a ball hit like that gets the run home. Forgive them, baseball gods, they are kids. Outside, strike one. And the base running mistake gives Noah Shimoleski an escape hatch in this inning. If he can get Landon Parlier, who's 0 for 2, strike out and a fly out, the game stays tied 1-1. Hit to third, Cole O'Brien's got it. Need a good throw here. Got him. And Wausau is turned away. Coach Tom Magnuson looks a little disgusted as he comes back to the dugout from the third base box. 5 innings complete, and we're still tied 1-1 on Zaleski Sports.
At Express Employment Professionals, we place people from all walks of life in all kinds of jobs.
Hi, welcome to Express. Please sign in and have a seat.
Great, thanks. Great, thanks. Great, thanks. Great, thanks.
No interest in water sports? Biking not really your thing? Want to add some excitement to your camping trip? Need more fun in your life? Hit the trails with an ATV or side-by-side from Bill's Service Center. At Bill's, your passion is our passion, and you'll find your fun with the latest from Can-Am or Polaris off-road products. When you need more fun, you need Bill's.
Bill's Service Center, where the adventure begins.
To these eyes, a base-running mistake has kept the game tied 1-1. Should have been a sacrifice fly to center field. Instead, Wausau squanders a leadoff double in their half of the fourth inning and doesn't score. Beg your pardon, that was the fifth. We're in the top of the sixth now, and Jake Versamak fouls off strike two. No balls, 2 strikes. Versamak reached on an error and bounced into an inning-ending fielder's choice. So he's 0 for 2 today and waiting on an 0-2 pitch. Into the chain link fence, you'll see another. Foundation Finance says now's your chance to work with a company that really understands growth. Foundation Finance Company has grown every year since they started in 2012. Another one fouled off. Make the money you need with flexible scheduling, a close-knit, fun-loving group, and full-time benefits that start from day one. You can learn more at foundationfinance.com. Sunshine breaking through the clouds now. Hello, Mr. Sun. Nice to see you. Strike 3 called, and Versamak heads back to the bench.
Left fielder, number 2, Colin Ebersol.
Here's Colin Ebersol to hit with 1 out and nobody on. Who can push another run across in this one? Strike 1. Both starting pitchers could work into the 7th. Everyone's got their pitch count in good order in this game. Took something off, and it's up high, 1-1. Hit him in the box. Ouch. Ebersol kind of pretzeled himself and crumbles to the ground. Coach Riley Pazor is going to make sure he's okay. And I think do a little bit of coaching here as well. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Elite Auto Care is where Schofield, Weston, and Wausau look for local, family-owned auto service you can trust. Major and minor repairs, foreign and domestic vehicles. Look to Elite. Pitchers ahead here, 0-2, swing and a miss. So Lucas Hager is buckling down here in the 6th. He strikes out the first 2 batters that he sees. Logan George ready to hit. Evergreens have 5 hits in the game, 3 of. First ball swinging, that's foul right in front of our broadcast location, up on the netting. I, of course, am the reigning Gold Glove recipient of play-by-play announcers. Conley gets everything that comes his way. Outside, 1-1. Just missed the outside corner. That's a pretty good spot. 2 balls and 1 strike. Lucas Hager probably thinks he should be up in the count here. Logan George takes down low, 3-1, and the Evergreens are a pitch away from having a 2-out base runner. Both of these teams about a 40-minute drive from their homes down to here, playing in Plover. The host for this year's American Legion Regionals. Wausau hosted last year over at Athletic Park. Got under this to center field. Worth drifts over, and makes the catch. That's a 3-up, 3-down inning for Lucas Hager. Bottom of the 6th is next. Who's going to break this 1-1 tie? Back in a moment on Zaleski Sports.
Elite Auto Care is a family-owned business providing top-notch car care to the Schofield, Weston, and Wasa area. They deliver honest and professional automotive repair and maintenance services with quality ASE certified technicians that you can trust. Elite Auto Care offers the latest technology and is equipped to handle all major and minor repairs on both foreign and domestic vehicles. From general maintenance, air conditioning and brakes to exhaust, axle repair, tires, or just a simple oil change. Turn to Elite Auto Care, your local family-owned auto business on Schofield Avenue in Schofield.
Are you in the market for a new vehicle? Do you work in the medical field? We at Wheelers want to thank you by offering the supplier pricing for everyone. If you are a firefighter, EMT, police officer, nurse, if you're in the medical field, stop on down and talk to one of our sales consultants and see how you can take advantage of the great rebates on supplier pricing at Wheelers Chevrolet.
Got the feeling that Wausau's got to make something happen this inning. Bottom of the 6th is on, 3, 4, and 5. Their best hitters coming up. Bryce Heil, Caden Worth, and Dylan Dobratz. Between them, they have 2 of Wausau's 4 hits today. 7 o'clock on Zaleski Sports. Plover Black Sox against Marshfield. Have it for you right here. Heil singled in the one Wausau run. That was all the way back in the first inning. Lined out to center field his other time up. So Heil's hit 2 line drives. Wausau had a double to lead off the 5th. Left him stranded at third base. Fouled back, strike 1. I think Noah Shimoleski, the Everest pitcher, knows that he wants to be careful dealing with Bryce Heil. Mutual of Wausau Insurance, protecting homes, farms, and businesses since 1875. Mutualofwausau.com. Find an agent near you. Line drive to left, but Colin Ebersold is there, and there's the first out. Yeah, nothing but line drives off Bryce's bat today. He's 1 for 3. Caden Worth hit the ball on the button, an error on the third baseman, got him to first base. Wausau had runners at second and third with 1 out in the 4th inning, couldn't score. Leadoff double got the man over to third base with 1 out and couldn't score. So Wausau's looking for the timely hit that just hasn't come yet. Smacked foul, strike 1. And of course, if Wausau can put a run across here in the bottom of the 6th, then the Evergreens are down to their final 3 outs. Big spot. Boy, in these tournament games, late innings, everything's magnified. Tied 1-1. Hit right at third. This time it's caught by Cole O'Brien. O'Brien had that ball go off his glove the last time. He is sure-handed this time. And there's the second out. Dylan Dobratz is 1 for 2. He'll bat with 2 outs and nobody on. Coming home, line drive to left. 3 hit on the button, but that's right at Colin Ebersold. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. Wausau gets nothing in the 6th. We're going to the 7th and final. Maybe some extra innings await us today. We're tied 1-1 on Zaleski Sports.
Culligan Water delivers. From your first call, to your first sip, to your first soak. Culligan, give us a tap. The only water that comes with a van.
At Nicolay Bank, we believe that our hometown communities are the backbone of what makes Wisconsin special. From Crivets to Manitowoc and Algoma to Grand Chute, you see a thriving community with Nicolay Bank working as a partner, acting not as a corporation, but a community. When we serve together with local entrepreneurs and leaders, great things happen. That is our guiding principle. A strong and successful hometown means a strong and successful Wisconsin. We are proud to be a part of that. Nicolay Bank. Real people, real conversations.
When buying or selling land, the biggest decision you make is choosing your representation. Whitetail Properties is the top real estate company for selling hunting land, recreational properties, and farms. Our nationwide network of sportsmen, farmers, and investors offers a great opportunity for you to capitalize on the true market value of your property. In central Wisconsin, Brian Roosh is your local land specialist and is ready to help you get started on all of your property needs.
Fastest game ever? We've been playing an hour and 15 minutes, and here we are in the 7th inning, tied 1-1 between Wausau and DC Everest. Oscar Latondras got a hit his last time up. He's 1 for 2. Big swing, yeah. That's the one-man tiebreaker swing right there. Oscar was looking to send that out to Stevens Point. Swing and a miss there. Another big cut. No balls, 2 strikes. Oscar hacks away at 3 pitches and is sent back to the bench.
Third baseman, number 16, Cole O'Brien.
Cole O'Brien has struck out in both of his plate appearances, 0 for 2 today. Even with 1 out, boy, what you're looking for here is a base runner. O'Brien, first pitch, fouled back for a strike. Culligan Water says get Culligan Water for $9.95 a month for the first 3 months. Sterling Culligan Water, online, CulliganH2O.com. CulliganH2O.com. 0-1 to O'Brien. Inside corner. O'Brien stepped back, and it's on the inside corner for strike 2. 0-2. Both of our starting pitchers have been excellent today. At strike 3. Cole O'Brien's been collared so far. 6th strikeout for Lucas Hager. To the top of the batting order, here's Andrew Cotter, 1 for 3. Lefty bat to take his turn here. Soppy's over the, Cotter rather, is over the top of that cutter. Strike 1. Fouled away. Cotter is down in the count, 0-2. And that's away, a ball and 2 strikes. Wausau's done more at the plate. Wausau's had more hard-hit balls. It's had more scoring chances. But here we are tied 1-1, and that's low, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Down on the field with the winning coach when this one goes final. Fouled off, hit the plate, foul territory. Stay at 2 balls and 2 strikes to Andrew Cotter. Yeah, tell me how this game ends. Hager's 2-2 pitch. Outside, counts full. Working quickly, coming home with the payoff pitch. Got him. Pitcher wins that matchup. Lucas Hager strikes out the side in the 7th. Wausau will try and walk him off. The bottom of the 7th next, tied 1-1 on Zaleski Sports.
When your son or daughter is on a sports team, then you know fundraising can be a pain. Fundraise Local is your solution. It's a business right here in central Wisconsin that can help your school, club, or city organization raise money for your programs using our local businesses. Fundraise Local is simple, fun, and great for our community with no door-to-door selling or piles of products sitting around your house. If you have an organization that needs a fresh, new way to fundraise, or if you're a business who would be willing to help your local sports team, learn more at fundraiselocal.com. Shop local, fundraise local, be local.
Welding is about strength. The strength of structures and components, fabrications used to support industries and communities everywhere. The creation of something greater than its separate parts. Welders are creative. Their skills set them apart from the crowd. Start with a problem, feel the heat, make the sparks, become the solution. Manufacturing moves the Midwest and the world. Study welding at North Central Technical College.
Bottom of the 7th, tied 1-1. Wausau wins the game if they can push a run across here. Noah Shimoleski's pitch count is so low he had one inning where he threw only 5 pitches. He could work into the 8th if we wind up going to extras. Who will bat for the Bulldogs? 6, 7, and 8 in their batting order. Noah Stroming to lead off, Tony Ifendano, and then Jesse Osnes. Since being tied 1-1, Wausau's left 2 runners stranded at third. First pitch is fouled, strike 1. Sponsored today by Imperial Industries. When you join the team at Imperial Industries, you're joining a family. The leading manufacturer of welded tanks and silos, vacuum tanks and trucks. Apply today and take advantage of an extensive benefits package. Competitive pay and a family atmosphere at Imperial Industries. To short, Soppy has it go off his glove and into center field. A leadoff base runner here in the 7th. A hit.
Second baseman, number 10, Tony Ifendano.
Here's Tony Ifendano. Will Tony be called on to bunt here? Leadoff base runners aboard. Courtesy runners coming out too. I believe that's Brandon Galt who's going to be running at first base.
Pitcher number 5, Brandon Fickett.
See if the sacrifice is on here or not. It is. And the bunt is down. It's a good one. Only plays to first. Catcher Andrew Cotter throws him out. And with 1 out, Wausau has the winning run in scoring position at second base. Jesse Osnes had a leadoff double his last time up. I thought a base running mistake, strayed too far from third base and was unable to score on what looked like a sacrifice fly. Osnes will look to redeem himself. A hit from the outfield probably wins the game. Baseball's all about redemption, isn't it? Sure is. Fly ball, foul territory. I think this is going to be out of play. Yep, not by much. Lands on the concrete just on the other side of the backstop. Strike 1. Osnes and then Jackson Albee scheduled to hit. This is the bottom part of the Wausau order. Evergreen's trying to get this game to extra innings. Laid off that pitch that's outside. That's the one you want to let go. 1-1. In case the ball game ends on the next couple of swings of the bat, we'd like to thank all of our Zaleski Sports crews. A lot of guys here to bring you our American Legion coverage. Another game at 7. Fly ball. This is on the infield. There's going to be an out in foul territory. Langman, the first baseman's got it. Runner stays at second base. So will it be a moment for Jackson Albee to be the hero, or are we ticketed for extra innings? Two outs. This inning started with a leadoff single. Again, the story of this game, Wausau has been unable to come up with the timely hit to move those runners around. They've had traffic on the bases. First pitch to Stroming from Noah Shimoleski's fouled off. Strike one. Albee is officially 0 for 1. He's had 2 plate appearances, laid down a sacrifice in that 5th inning, where again the go-ahead run just could not be brought home. No balls and 1 strike. There are 2 outs. Soft to shallow center. Second baseman is back, and Logan George makes the catch to send us to extra innings. 7 is not enough to decide this one. We're tied 1-1 on Zaleski Sports. Wausau is going to need a new pitcher when we go to the top of the 8th, when we come right back on Zaleski Sports.
You know better when you see it.
All right, 1, 2, 3.
But sometimes it's a little harder to tell what better looks like, and you could use a little help.
Thanks, Mom.
Security Health Plan. Everything you need in a health plan. Everything you'd expect from a good neighbor.
I'm Jamie Schley. As your American Family Insurance agent, I'm looking out for what matters to you, even when nothing is wrong. Give me a call or stop by our new office location, and let's talk about your insurance needs today.
Culligan Water delivers. From your first call, to your first sip, to your first soak. Culligan, give us a tap. The only water that comes with a van.
Wausau has left runners in scoring position in the 5th, 6th, and 7th innings. And they're sending out Lucas Hager, whose pitch count is at 94, to start off the top of the 8th, probably because they want him to try and get Kyler Soppe, who's 0 for 3. Depending on how many pitches Soppe works in this at-bat, this could be Hager's last. Inside, ball 1. 8th inning is on. Each team with 1 run and each team with 5 hits. Hit on the ground. Third baseman moves to his left. Throws him out. Soppe is 0 for 4. That doesn't happen often. Here's Nate Langman. 3 at-bats and 3 singles for Big Nate. If Soppe was not aware of the pitch count, he's got to work a few more pitches out of Lucas Hager to make sure that Nate Langman is the last batter that Lucas Hager sees. First ball swinging, and it's hit into the gap. This is going to be extra bases. It's up against the wall. Evergreen's going to have a runner in scoring position for the first time in a while. A 1-out double for Nate Langman. He's 4 for 4 today.
Center fielder number 1, Preston Miller.
Here's Preston Miller. Again, a 7 o'clock game to follow this one. Plover Black Sox, regular season champions against Marshfield. You'll have it right here on Zaleski Sports. Preston Miller sacrificed, 0 for 2. Hit off the plate. A lot of English on this one. Looks the runner back. A wide throw, tagged him out. Preston Miller trying to be a little acrobatic there at first base. 2 outs. Here's a spot for Jake Versamak, who is 0 for 3 today.
Right fielder number 3, Jake Versamak.
Evergreens have not had a runner in scoring position since the 3rd inning, when they pushed across their only run on a sacrifice fly to center. Versamak trying to pick up Langman. Langman average speed at best at second base. Down low, that's a ball. This is going to be Lucas Hager's last batter. He's at 100 pitches now. So if the inning continues, somebody else will come out of the Wausau bullpen to finish up. Catcher wants to have a talk here, so Ethan Graham comes out to the mound. And that gives the Everest coach Riley Pazer a moment with Jake Versamak. It's 1 ball and no strikes. Jake's going to get one to hit here. Big spot in this 1-1 game, top of the 8th. Coming home. Got under it. Fly to center field. It's going to bring the inning to a close. Under it is Caden Worth. The Evergreen's got a 1-out double and move no further than that. Bottom of the 8th is next. Still tied 1-1 on Zaleski Sports.
We said we're growing, and we are. Come join the Crystal Finishing family. We're looking for experienced industrial maintenance mechanics, CNC fabricators, all driver positions for our freight team, as well as skilled and general production. We know the importance of a work and life balance. Our shift options and flexible schedules set us apart. Our pay ranges from $17 to $43 per hour depending on your skill level. We're proud to be a family-owned company that is committed to our community, team members, and the growth of our business. Call or jump on our website to learn more.
Thank you for helping Abbey Bank become the most highly recommended community bank.
Thank you to all of our customers for helping us be successful.
Thank you for putting your trust in us.
Thank you for your loyalty. Thank you for helping us support our communities.
We are grateful for customers like you.
Thank you to all of our customers. We hope to see you soon.
Noah Shimoleski's pitch count is in the 70s through 7 innings. He can go back out there and work the 8th. Could work some more if the game holds out. Wausau sends the top of their order to hit. Ethan Graham, Landon Parlier, and Bryce Heil. Again, a run would win it for Wausau. They put a man at second base in the 7th, couldn't bring him home. Evergreens had a man at second with 1 out in the bottom of the 7th. Couldn't pick him up either. Who will come up with the timely hit?
Catcher number 7, Ethan Graham.
It's going to be a tough loss for whoever falls in this one. Ethan Graham today led off the game with a single back in the 1st inning. 1 for 3 since then. First ball hitting, a chance for Soppy at shortstop. 1 out. The winner of this game plays at 7 o'clock tomorrow. They'll play whoever advances from the Plover Marshfield game. Loser plays at 4 o'clock. They'll take on Stevens Point. Landon Parlier is 0 for 3. Outside corner strike. Again, Noah Shimoleski, because he's not overpowering when he pitches, just looks fresh, looks like he's got more work in him today. Breaks in for strike 2. Parlier was a strikeout victim back in the 1st. Down on the count, 0-2 here. Got under it. Fly ball to center. Couple of steps back for Colin Ebersold. He's there and makes the catch. 2 outs. Bryce Heil, who had a hit back in the 1st inning. RBI single. 1 for 3. Heil to hit with 2 outs and no one on. In what's been a quiet 8th inning. Yep, these are scheduled for 7-inning games, so we're in extras. First ball is outside, ball 1. Remember the movie The Truman Show? It's where Jim Carrey's entire life is secretly on television. He doesn't know it. He's the only one who's not in on it. One of the extras wears the little button on her lapel, "How does it end?" I'm putting on my "How does it end" button right now. Game that just feels like it could go either way. Out in front, took something off. 1 ball and 1 strike. Noah Shimoleski, big game for him. Popped up, foul ground. Will there be room for a play? Catcher Cotter is over to take a look. Our cameraman, pretty good moves over there, getting out of the way. By the way, in Major League Baseball ballparks, the camera well where the newspaper and TV camera people sit, out of play under ground rules. And if you see up the first and third base sides, we've got some white chalk in front of where our cameras are. Our cameras are indeed out of play. It's a ball and a strike here to Bryce Heil. In fact, over on the first base side, where our camera tripod just extends out a little bit, they kind of stretched out the white chalk line a little bit for us at Zaleski Sports. Thank you. Outside, 2 balls and a strike. It's amazing. Number of walks in this game, 0 for either side. Since the sun's come out, it's been really a pleasant afternoon. Had the sunshine for the last couple of innings. Here is the 2-2 pitch with 2 outs and nobody on. Outside, full count. With 2 outs and none on, I think that kind of changes the thinking about how you face Bryce Heil here. You want to challenge him. Coming home, popped up and fouled. Home plate umpire indicates counts full here. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Who wins this battle? The pitcher, Noah Shimoleski, or batter Bryce Heil? 3-2 pitch coming, and it's a sinking ball to right field. Jake Versamak is in. He makes the catch. The Bulldogs go 3 up, 3 down in their half of the 8th inning. A 9th inning awaits us, tied 1-1 on Zaleski Sports.
Save during the summer tire event at Sherrill Tire and Service Centers. Up to $150 back on a select set of 4 Goodyear tires. Buy online or mail-in rebate when you use the Goodyear credit card through June 30th at Sherrill Tire and Service Centers. Find your location at SherrillTire.com.
Grassland Dairy Products is your match for an exciting new career today. Go to Grassland.com to see the opportunities waiting for you. Browse through careers like CDL truck driver, shipping and receiving, line tech, quality assurance, forklift, maintenance tech, inventory associates, and more. Great compensation, weekly pay, and 0 premium company-paid health, dental, and life. Apply now at Grassland.com or in person at Grassland Dairy Products, Fairground Avenue, just south of Greenwood.
In the 9th inning, we are somewhat surprised to see Lucas Hager coming out again. We have him at 100 pitches. Colin Ebersol to lead off for the Evergreens, Logan George and Oscar Latondras. 9th inning tied 1-1. First pitch is down low, it's a ball. We understand that Lucas Hager can go no more than 105. So let's see if Colin Ebersol is asked to take a few more. Yep, first ball swinging. Nearly hit his teammate Logan George in the on-deck circle. One and one. Outside corner strike, 1-2. Ebersol is 0 for 3. Leadoff base runner kind of changes the shape of this inning. Swung at a bad pitch. Going to have to throw down to first, and they do. And Colin Ebersol is struck out. Seven strikeouts, no walks for Lucas Hager. Both pitchers have pitched too well to come up on the short end of this game. Logan George 0 for 3. Pop out on the infield, pop out on the outfield, and a ground out. And a swing and a miss to start off this at bat. Outside, 1-1. Oscar Latendresse on deck. Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup, 1-2. Hoping that the rain stays away tonight. Called strike 3. Lucas Hager strikes out the final batter that he sees. He leaves the game with 8 strikeouts against no walks. Lucas Hager works 8 2/3 innings. What a great pitching line for Lucas. Lucas Hager, 1 run, it was earned. 8 strikeouts against 0 walks. He scattered 6 hits. Jackson Smith-Peter, who's been warming up in the bullpen, will be the new pitcher with 2 outs and nobody on. So finally, we get into the bullpen today. Yeah, Lucas Hager with a great pitching line and matched inning for inning by Noah Shimoleski. Jackson Smith-Peter's a right-hander, kind of a different look, more over the top. Take his warm-up tosses, and here's Oscar Latendresse to hit for the Evergreens. Oscar is 1 for 3.
You thought he thought it was the last time. No, the whole time.
I believe this is Jackson's last warm-up pitch. Again, he takes over for Lucas Hager with 2 outs and no one on. We're in extra innings. We're in the top of the 9th. What makes this at-bat a little bit interesting is that Oscar Latendresse takes nothing but big rips and has home run power.
Number 25, Oscar Latendresse.
Ready to go. Smith-Peter to Latendresse. Outside, ball 1. For the pitchers, just a pressure cooker of a game, even if you've just come in from the bullpen. That's up high, 2-0. Oscar just stepped out and looked down to Coach Riley Pazer in the third base box. I think Oscar's going to be waiting to take pitches until strike 1 comes. Yep, down low, 3 balls and no strikes. The only thing that you don't like about this is that Oscar Latendresse is the one Everest kid with home run power. And he's taking, that's up high, a 4-pitch walk as Jackson Smith-Peter enters the game. First free pass given for either side. The Evergreens are going to want a courtesy runner. Cole O'Brien is going to be happy to face someone other than Lucas Hager. O'Brien has struck out in all 3 of his plate appearances.
Pitch running at first base with DC Everest. Number 11, Pearson McDonald.
Pearson McDonald is the courtesy runner here. And since I believe that there is no re-entry in this tournament, Oscar Latendresse is done for the game. Pearson McDonald will probably take over as the DH if the ball game continues. We're in the 9th. There's 2 outs. Runner at first. Cole O'Brien looking to get off the schneid, and the first 5 pitches are out of the strike zone from Jackson Smith-Peter. Boy, the Evergreens would love to see the inning continue and let Andrew Cotter get a chance. Cotter is waiting on deck. Throw over to first. Big Mac is back easily. Birthday boy from last week, yes? Yes, Pearson McDonald running at first base. 1-0 pitch. Smith-Peter finds the strike zone there. It's 1-1. Sometimes the first one's the hardest. We'll be on the field with the winning coach once this one goes final. I'll tell you, the winning coach is going to exhale right in front of our Zaleski Sports cameras. Up high, it bends O'Brien back. 2 balls and a strike. 7 pitches and 6 of them out of the strike zone for Jackson Smith-Peter. Smithy's got to find the range. Swing and a miss. That was going to be a strike. 2-2.
Okay, one more, Smitty.
Come on, Smitty, same thing, kid.
Coming home, fouled off, stays alive. We understand that Ryan Rodemeyer is also warming in the Wausau bullpen. So if Cole O'Brien somehow gets on, could it be a quick hook? Outside, called strike 3. Wow. Thought that was off the outside corner. Cole O'Brien's been collared today. He struck out in all 4 of his plate appearances. A walk does not hurt Wausau. We'll go to the bottom of the 9th. Still tied 1-1 on Zaleski Sports.
At Express Employment Professionals, we place people from all walks of life in all kinds of jobs.
Hi, welcome to Express. Please sign in and have a seat.
Great, thanks. Great, thanks. Great, thanks. Great, thanks.
No interest in water sports? Biking not really your thing? Want to add some excitement to your camping trip? Need more fun in your life? Hit the trails with an ATV or side-by-side from Bill's Service Center. At Bill's, your passion is our passion, and you'll find your fun with the latest from Can-Am or Polaris off-road products. When you need more fun, you need Bill's.
Bill's Service Center, where the adventure begins.
You're getting your money's worth, aren't you? We're going to the bottom of the 9th inning, so it's our second extra frame. Noah Shimoleski still has a pitch count that's in his favor and still has some gas in the tank. He's going to come out to face 4, 5, and 6 in the Bulldogs' order. Caden Worth, Dylan Dobratz, and Noah Stroming set to hit. Between them, they have 2 of Wausau's 5 hits. I'm Chris Conley. You know, the loser of this game, can they shake off what's going to be a tough loss? Come back and play good baseball tomorrow. And you got to turn it around quickly, too. You'll be playing at 4 o'clock. Caden Worth is 0 for 3. And I said this earlier, really the story of this game, Wausau unable to pick up runners in scoring position. First ball swinging, that's a fair ball over the bag at third base and into the corner. Big turn, a long single. Hustling in left field, Colin Ebersol. Ebersol got over right away. Boy, off the bat, looks like that's a double. Instead, just a long single to lead off the inning. Of course, on the other hand, in extra innings, outs on the bases are killers. Can't be thrown out on a close play at second base, can you? No, you can't. Dylan Dobrats. Throw over to first. See if Dylan is asked to sacrifice. He's one of the big bats. He's 1 for 3 in the game. Coming home here, the bunt is on. Pulled back, runners going anyway, and down to second base safe. Throw from catcher Andrew Cotter, one hop the bag. So the stolen base kind of opens up new possibilities for Wausau. You can sacrifice this runner over to third base if you want to here. I think if you're going to sacrifice him over to second, I think the bunt stays on in this spot. No, the bunt's off. Foul back towards us. Ball and a strike. I mean, look, everyone sees all the situations in baseball different ways. I think I disagree with this. I think I'm sacrificing that runner over to third. With one out, lots of ways to get a runner from third in. Of course, a hit to the outfield makes this academic. Coming home, hit to left field. Are they going to try and score the run? Big turn. They'll hold the runner at third base. Nobody out. Runners on the corners. So the ninth inning starts off with hits from Worth and Dobrats. Ryan Rasmussen will be a pinch hitter here for Noah Stroming.
Now he's lost number 19, Ryan Rasmussen.
After a visit to the mound. If Everest wants to, they could issue an intentional walk to Ryan Rasmussen, loads up the bases and sets up a force at home. That's probably what's being discussed here. The Evergreens don't look like they're making a pitching change. Winning run at third base. I would imagine that Wausau is going to have that runner at first going, and he'll get down to second on an indifference play. The infield comes in for Ryan Rasmussen. So the infield being drawn in says there will not be an intentional walk in this spot. Wausau looks to win it here. Strike one. And there's nobody out. We mentioned before, 5th, 6th, and 7th innings, runners in scoring position. Runners at 3rd and 5th and 6th, and could not bring him in. Wausau trying to break through and get a win in a 1-1 game. Swing and a miss, strike two. Tony Ifendano, who has not been on base so far in the ballgame, is the on-deck batter. Up high. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Noah Shimoleski a complete game plus 2 more innings. Can he somehow wiggle out of this? 1st and 3rd, nobody out. Tie game in the 9th. Shallow to center field. Coming in, it falls in front of center fielder Preston Miller, and that's the ball game. Back-to-back-to-back hits. And Ryan Rasmussen is the hero, bringing in Caden Worth. Our final score in 9 innings, 2-1. What a good ball game.
That's the ball game. The final score.
For the winning Wausau Bulldogs, 2 runs on 8 hits. They committed 2 errors. For the Evergreens, gallant in defeat. 1 run, 6 hits, and 1 error. Our final score in 9, 2-1. And that wraps up our play-by-play coverage. Good ball game here in the American Legion Regionals. Up next, we'll be down on the field for our post-game show. Nasonville Dairy post-game show has fresh cheese curds made daily. Get your curds at Nasonville Dairy, Marshfield, Curtis, or at NasonvilleDairy.com. Thanks for joining us for our play-by-play coverage on Zaleski Sports. Repeating our final score in 9 innings. Ryan Rasmussen with a bloop to center field wins it 2-1 in 9 on Zaleski Sports. I'm Chris Conley. 7 o'clock, another game. It'll be Plover against Marshfield here on Zaleski Sports coverage of the American Legion Regionals. Thanks for joining us today.
Good day. My name is Ken Hyman, and welcome to Nasonville Dairy here in central Wisconsin, Marshfield, Wisconsin, as a matter of fact. Nasonville Dairy actually goes back to 1885. We are the oldest plant in Wood County. When our father brought us here in the early 1960s, we ran 7,500 pounds of milk a day. We now run 1.8 million pounds of milk a day. We buy dairy milk from 200 dairy farmers here in central Wisconsin, produce it, and ship it all over the world. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Peach Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Freer, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Caflatiri, Cafla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. This has allowed us to go to a lot of different countries. Our furthest accounts are now in China, Japan, Canada, Saudi Arabia. We do ship to Mexico, as well as a number of other places throughout the world. This is what we call Cheese Making 101. We tried to walk you through the cheese plant today, and we're in hopes that you see our people, what they're doing, and the amount of work that goes into producing the products that we hope you enjoy.
I'm Chris Conley. Post-game coverage. It's Game 2 of the Wausau American Legion Regionals. Wausau breaks through in the 9th for a 2-1 win, winning coach Tom Magnuson to my left. Tom, you left a lot of runners in scoring position. It must have felt good, the big exhale, when you finally broke through.
Well, especially since we had a chance to score on that fly ball, and I didn't send the runner, and I would have been not sleeping tonight thinking about that if we wouldn't have won the game. But Shimoleski pitched great again. We have problems hitting him for whatever reason. I think we've seen him 3 times this year, and we haven't hit him in any of the games, and we were able to find a way to get it done.
We were saying during the broadcast that this was just such a nail-biter of a game. It's going to be tough to turn around and play again tomorrow.
Well, we're just happy to be in the winner's bracket. It's tough to come out of the loser's bracket in this tournament. The competition is just so good. So you got to win that first day and take your chances tomorrow. We've got a good pitcher going tomorrow. But Lucas Hager pitched great for us after a couple of errors early in the game. We played good enough defense and finally found a way to score a run.
You know, that first inning in this game was big. Had a couple of errors, the bases were loaded, but Lucas didn't give up a run. He had to go out there and get 5 outs. That's not easy, and yet that kind of shaped the game because runs were so hard to come by today.
Yeah, our defense has been questionable a lot of times this year. We've just not been playing very good defense, but after that, they did and made some plays. But Lucas has been really good for us this year, and he was again today.
Played a couple of extra frames. Rasmussen breaks through in the 9th, and Wausau comes away with a 2-1 win. Tom, congratulations. Best of luck the rest of the way. And that's going to wrap up our coverage, Game 2 of our American Legion Regional Tournament. Again, tied 1-1 after 7. We went through 9 before Wausau breaks through with a 2-1 win over DC Everest. Everest will play at 4 o'clock in a loser-out game tomorrow. Wausau plays at 7 tomorrow against the winner of our upcoming game, Marshfield or Plover. I'm Chris Conley. Thanks for joining us for our Zaleski Sports coverage. Again, Game 3 today comes up at 7 o'clock. It'll be Marshfield against the Plover Blackstocks, and you'll see and hear it right here on Zaleski Sports. Good afternoon, everybody.